everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We are here with Matt Paterno of Specialized Pipe Technologies. Matt, thank you for joining us on the Cam Matrix.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you just did a transition over to SPT. How are things going? How long have you been there?
I've been here now about almost 4 months, and it's been going great. It's a great company.
Has it already been 4 months? Wow. So tell me a little bit about what you guys do exactly at SPT.
Specialized Pipe Technology, we do pipe rehabilitation. Anywhere from pipe cleaning to camera inspections to vapor tests to pipe lining. We're not your traditional plumber. We have more capabilities from lining to CCTV camera inspections, and we bring old pipes back to life.
So basically you guys help people keep their foundations in place, because instead of digging up the foundation to pull out the pipes, you guys can put a camera down in there and see what was going on.
So the first step to anything plumbing issue, whether it's a backed up pipe or a broken pipe or a cracked pipe, the better set of eyes you have on it, the more information. If there's something you can do between cleaning it and blocking it, lining it, that's going to, involve not digging up your foundation, not, bringing a bulldozer, not digging floors and kitchens and walls up. We try to be non-invasive and save the residents, the homeowners, the condo owners, that peace of mind, not put them through a worry, crazy project.
Yeah. I've been to a property before where they were digging the foundation up in the clubhouse, and it was like, this is crazy.
So traditional pipe replacement is very invasive. You're literally digging the full length of the pipe up from point A to point B, and it could be under concrete, it could be under tile, there could be a vent stack behind somebody's kitchen cabinet in somebody's bathroom. So it does involve a lot of destruction. So that's where pipelining comes into place, and it's not invasive. There'll be a small hole here or there, but it's nothing like if you were to do it traditionally.
Now, all the ones that I've seen, it's those huge white pipes that are doing that they're doing the lighting on. But do you guys get into the interior building pipes that are really smaller, and does that also get lined?
So we can line anything from 2 inches to 24 inches.
Okay.
Your typical condo HOA is going to have anywhere from 2 inches to 8 inches. Anything bigger than that is going to be your outside storm drains. They can go all the way from 8 inches to 32 inches, or even bigger. And that's when you start to get into parking lots and pool areas and whatnot. But we can line, like I said, anything from 2 inches and up.
It seems like the high-rise condos would be really good for you guys because of the fact that it is a non-invasive deal, and there's such a huge area to figure out where the problem is. I mean, if you're talking several stories up, you don't know where it's coming from, how long could that take with a camera?
It could take quite a while. So most high rises, it could be anywhere from 5 stories up, have a special plumbing kit system that we call the Sovin system. And the reason the Sovin system's in place is you have to now, say a 42-story high rise, so the water has to travel down from the 42nd floor all the way to underneath the building. So there's a special design in that pipe which helps give it gravity, push it down.
Yeah.
Those are actually very good plumbing systems. They're called the Sovin system. And as long as they're maintained properly, they can last without being cleaned for up to 20 years.
I know I've been on your YouTube site. I've been stalking y'all on YouTube. You have some pretty good videos. A couple of them are educational pieces, and then another one, some of them are actual videos that shows you the whole process of the camera going down in, and then the blue lining that gets put all over the outside of the pipe. And it's really cool. It's so you guys are all over the state of Florida, aren't you now? The new flows involved?
We're all over the state of Florida, California, Maryland, Washington, D.C.
And you guys, who is your counterpart over in Orlando?
Jeff
Kraft. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then do you have anybody else out further over east or no?
So we have Guy, who's in Naples. He does Naples, that area. We have Sydney, who also works with Guy. We have Jeff in Orlando. We have Mike, who does the southern, like South Sarasota up to Fort Myers, and the Guy starts from Fort Myers. So there's several of us throughout the state of Florida. Jeff probably has the biggest territory. Jeff gets to travel quite a bit, so he's a frequent flyer on hotel miles and airline miles. He just got back from Panama City actually today.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's
So
a
he
long
gets
haul.
around.
Yeah, it goes up the Panhandle. Is Chris still with you guys? Chris
Chris got promoted. He's actually now the the operations director for the Southern United States. So he's in charge of all Florida, Maryland, DC.
So that's why I can't get him to call me back. Okay, now I understand.
He does a lot of traveling as well, and he's a very busy man.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to call me back sometimes.
Yeah, I liked Chris. He did a couple of CUs. Well, he did when BMI first went, when pandemic hit and everything closed down and we were trying to come back online. SPT was one of the first ones to have an online course that had been approved. So you guys had come in and he did a course for us on there. And I eventually want to get you guys back. I want to get you on Cam Matrix to do a course as well, because I'm trying to get my scheduling done. I know that you I think Jeff gave the one at Cam U or one of them. And then you're giving one. You gave one today, didn't you?
Today, yeah.
Oh, how did it go? How was the turnout?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a good course.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure because when somebody said they did it in Tampa on Tuesday and they were doing it again on Thursday, I thought, oh my gosh, is everybody going to come back out for that?
There's been quite a lot of marketing events. Like you said, you had the Cam U, I think during this week. There was CAI this morning. We had our own group, Dave and Buster's, yesterday. So there's been quite a few events this week.
Yeah. So now you're back in BMI.
Yeah.
Are you doing that or is Trisha doing that? Trisha.
Well, me and Patricia both tag teaming together.
Okay.
When I can't get somewhere, she fills in for me. And we work together very well.
So what's your role? Are you more just sales and marketing now? Or because before you were doing more than just marketing, weren't you?
So it's the same role kind of. I'm here an account manager is what they call it. So my primary focus is to manage, to do the sales, deal with the customers. And then when I can, I do the marketing, help generate leads. But my primary focus is sales and account management.
So tell us, I know that tell me a little bit about your kids. Let everybody know about your kids, because I know that you're a dad. So we kind of get a little personal here on Cam Matrix. Fill us in.
We got 3 young boys. One is 9. He's turning 9 this month. One is 7, and one is 5, who thinks he's 50.
Wow.
They're pretty nuts. I just got them a puppy for Christmas, which is driving me.
Oh, what kind did y'all get?
It's a red healer.
Oh my gosh, you got an active dog. You got a really
Very
active one. Oh
Very
my
active
gosh.
and very, very smart.
Is he?
Yep, there's one of them in the background.
I think is that a cat or is that a dog?
Oh, that was actually the Chihuahua mutt.
Oh, there's so.
So my house is actually a zoo. I have 3 dogs. I have a pig. I've got 3 kids. I mean, I can go all day.
You have a pig at the house right now?
I have a pig.
How big is he?
Oh God, he was supposed to be a micro pig, and then
Right. No, but
I'm an animal lover, and I don't starve animals. And the diet they recommend is like, I'm not starving the pig, so he eats, and he's probably got a good 175 pounds now.
Can we see him while you're on camera?
All right, give me 1 second.
This is gonna be a first for Cam Matrix.
1 second. Where's Spanky? Come on.
What's his name? He's wagging his tail.
Come on. Don't be shy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here.
What do you call him?
Spanky the pig.
Spanky. Oh, this is awesome.
Bang.
Look at little chihuahuas.
Oh yeah, you want food, don't you?
I heard that they're
Go that way.
I heard that they're smarter than dogs.
The dogs don't really know what to think of him, believe it or not.
Yeah, but he's not bothering them.
No.
Because those little teeth that stick out are pretty scary, aren't they?
Yeah, so those are we call them fangs. One kind of grew that way, one kind of went that way.
But they're sharp, aren't they?
No, the vet actually took a file and kind of made them.
Oh,
black.
good for the kids. Hi,
Yeah,
little boy. Hey,
he
Spanky.
is the sweetest, gentlest animal there is.
Can you aim it down a little bit so we can see him better?
I like this.
Hi, Spanky.
Becky.
So does he know any tricks?
So when they say that pigs are extremely smart, they're not lying.
Yeah. He
Um,
picks stuff up really quick.
Yeah, so he lets himself in and out of the house to go to the bathroom. So we don't have to worry about opening the door for him.
Yeah.
He sleeps in a crib mattress, so we have, full-size crib mattress in the closet, and he has a pillow and he has a blanket. 8 o'clock on the dot, he will, try to get the door open, go to bed, and then if the lights are on or if the door is open, he'll start snorting, saying, "Turn lights off and leave me alone." And then he will not wake up the next morning until 7:45 on the dot. You can't bother the pig, but he's very set in his ways.
Oh my goodness.
It's been pretty cold these last few days.
Yeah.
So he'll go to the front door. If he's cold, he'll turn right back around.
And he said, "No, I'm not going out."
And you
Isn't
know
he
what?
cute?
He will hold his bladder for, probably 2 or 3 days. He's done it before, and not have a single accident.
Look at his tail. That is so funny.
Yeah, his
So he snores.
stomach kind of sags a little bit and hits the floor.
I know how you feel, Spanky. Mine does too these days.
He's actually a certified therapy animal.
Is he certified? I'm sure that the
Legal.
community
I don't know
association managers here on Cam Matrix will really appreciate that.
Yeah, he's doctor's note and everything. He's the real deal.
He is the real deal. Isn't he cute? Well, now tell us why you got him, because I know what it's one of your children, correct?
One of my children was sick. He was going through chemo and he finished strong. I said, "You know what? I'll buy you whatever you want." Then the kid chose a damn pig.
So he's in remission then, your son?
Yes, he actually just got the 5-year knock wood cured mark last week, so I'm very happy about that.
Oh, congratulations, Matt. That's awesome.
That's very good news.
Oh, and so now you own a pig. Could be worse. Bye, Spanky. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. That is so awesome. I love it. I want one so bad. But I know my boss, he had a lot of property, but he used to take in the pigs. And so he said what would happen is in pig rescue, people would get them thinking they were going to stay small, and they didn't, because and he said it's basically you're supposed to keep them on that diet so they don't get so big. But so they would get too big, and then they would say, "Well, we can't keep them anymore because you got too big." How can you not get attached to that thing? And
we're very attached to it. He's part of the family, and like I said, that diet is very cruel, and we don't do that.
what do you feed? How much does he eat?
He eats about a little over a cup of pig pellets a day, and then he gets some fresh vegetables here and there. But he doesn't eat much, believe it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll eat as much as you put it in front of him. Everything you put in front of him, he'll take it, won't he?
Got into the dog food the other day, like in the pantry, and he was able to rip a hole into it and eat the bag of dog food. And then he knew he made a mistake because he was sick and he was throwing up, and
Oh,
he was just laying there like, "I'm sick, leave me alone," kind of look on his face.
poor little thing.
But yes, he will eat whatever you give him, as much as you give him.
Yeah, I want one. But of course, I want a monkey too. So,
Yeah.
That's what it is. Well, okay. So back to your work. Back to work. So tell me anything you want to tell the managers out there in regards to, what is the process? Let's say there's some kind, how do they even know they have a leak? What are the signs that they need to call you guys out and have you run the camera down?
So hopefully by that time, we don't get the call to where it's a dire emergency. And the biggest thing that board members and property managers don't understand is that camera work is the most important part. So the camera work literally is going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you the condition of the pipes, if there's a broken pipe, how the buildup is. It's going to tell you what type of pipe it is. For example, 1960s condo. Since 1960, there's been repairs here, there's been repairs there. This might be PVC, this might be cast iron. So you need to know what you're getting into. For example, I was just telling the story at BMI. I had a condo manager call me in frantic panic because it was a 4-story condo. And every time somebody above the first floor flushed their toilets, sewage water would be pouring out of the lady's wall. And now this is a concrete vacuum. So it's Friday night at 6 o'clock. I'm all excited today, about to go drink a beer, hang out, and nope, emergency. So we went to St. Pete. I was able to secure a crew and we went down there. And the first thing we did was stuck a camera down there. I'm not exaggerating when I say the crack was an S shape, and it was about 5 feet long.
Holy moly! So it'd been there a while. Because was that from the weather? You think the cold weather?
From over time, deterioration, cast iron. People don't realize what they're flushing and this and that, and it hurts. I mean, we pulled stuff out in the time that I've been here, which is very little, the amount of stuff that I've seen. So every time they run a camera, I get the videos and I have to go through the reports and go through the videos. I ran across a Barbie doll the other day. It looked like a cheap McDonald's version. The best was last week, the camera is in the clean out. So it's in the underground of the building and there's a rat staring in the camera. So the camera is face to face with the rat. You run into all sorts of stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Well, at least you know who to call for that, Nature Zone.
That's actually the funny part is that's how I got into this, because of the rats and pipes, and they tied together. So you have to do smoke tests and identify how they can get in. And I used to work with Chris for so long, and then that's how they reached out to me. So it worked out.
Oh.
But back to the story. Now you have a pipe that's tied from the the roof all the way down to below, and every time everybody's toilets are connected to it, they're 1-bathroom units. So either you're going to take the concrete wall down on the first floor, halfway up to the second, rip out the old pipe, put the new pipe in. You're talking days of work, destruction, damage. We were able to go in there, run a camera, identify exactly where it was, and then we ran a patch liner, sealed the crack up. In 4 hours, it was good as new.
To do the patch in 4 hours, and then you'll come back another day, like during the week, and do the full thing.
So I spoke with the board, and they agreed that lining the whole stack is the best.
Yep.
And they gave us the approval. So we're going to go back sometime this week, next week now, do the whole stack. So cast iron pipes are built to constantly be wet. And the minute they dry, for example, roof drains, snowbirds, as we call them, all of that, they dry up. And that's when they're more likely to crack.
Really?
Okay. Oh, yeah. A lot of revents, which are vents tied into those stacks, they're what we call dry stacks. And usually when you go into a revent, that's when you see a lot of cracked pipes as well. But at that point, it really doesn't matter because they're dry pipes. Your wet pipes are going to be your kitchen, your laundry rooms, your bathrooms. So at some point or another, if you have a cast iron pipe and your building is old, there's going to have to be some kind of plumbing work done, whether it's traditionally repairing it or lining over it.
And the cool thing is that when you run that pipe, they can watch the video too, right? Your customers can watch the video so that they don't think you're trying to send them to tell them to spend money they don't need. If you find something, you have proof of it right there. That's awesome.
So every time we stick a camera down anything, we record it. And the cool part is, because honestly, when you look at these videos, you don't know what you're looking at. It took me a long time to learn too. But we narrate through the video. We're talking through what we're seeing, what there is, and we're able to explain it to the customer in the video so they could see it at real time. Oh, well, that's a huge crack. Sometimes there's so much buildup, you can't even tell there's a crack unless you exactly know what you're looking for. So we're able to show them that you're going to get a video before cleaning, after cleaning, before lining, after lining. They get so many videos. It's like, whoa. But
so the cleaning process is you flush it out pretty much. Is that how it works?
Every building is different. So a lot of people don't realize either. And we see this all the time. And by that time, it's too late. But your vertical sanitary sack from the roof down, those are a vertical pipe. And you can't hydrojet those pipes like you can the underground. But there's a lot of, we'll call them plumbers or whoever, will go in there and hydrojet them. And if you're putting too much pressure in those pipes, you're going to make the pipe explode.
Oh.
So those sacks are mechanically cleaned. And what we do is we take chains and they're kind of a spinner, and they go back and forth through the pipe. taking all the scaling, all the flaking, all the debris off. And then once we have the debris off, we basically make an access to the bottom, take a big old vacuum hose and suck all the junk out.
When did the PVCs come in play? So like what I'm trying to do is nail down the year built that the managers need to be aware of, what they need to kind of be fearful of the whole cast iron thing.
Well, I've been running into different here and there. If it's a condo in the 60s, 70s, anything obviously before that, 99.9% chance they have cast iron. Once you start getting into the 80s, there might be PVC, there might be cast iron. A lot of commercial buildings are still built with cast iron. They're built just different. So, but your older condos are the ones that they really need to start getting a future plan for, reserving. You know, I like to be proactive rather than reactive.
So is there a price per, you probably can't, I don't know if you can give this out or not. Can you, there's going to be a fee for you to come out and do the camera work, right? I mean, you aren't just going to come out there and give them a free camera thing.
No, so we have day rates and half day rates. So if we do the camera work, say they spend $1,800 in the camera work and they want to go ahead and do some pipelining or do some pipe restoration, that $1,800, we're going to credit back towards the job. So they're not essentially out any money for the camera work.
Oh, well, that makes sense. And that just that keeps you guys on the account because you've done all the work, you've invested all the time into it. So yeah.
Not only that, but there's so many people that will try to have you come out just to get the free video or whatnot. And we do our videos a lot differently than most companies. Like I said, we want quality, we want good vision, we want details. Every time the camera goes in, it's going to tell you the footage of the pipe, how big it is, whether it's a 2-inch, whether it's a 4-inch. And it also has a locator in it. So if we do come across something broken, we stop the camera right there, basically take a giant metal detector, and we go and we find exactly where it is and we mark it.
Huh. Now, see, I remember working with SPT back when I was in Sarasota, and that was probably 10 years ago, if not more. So, but Deanna was telling me that SPT was like the first one in the market that came out with that camera, that they were the first ones to do it. And now everybody's doing it.
So we get called by plumbers all the time, and these plumbers have the same equipment, the same camera system, but that's what our guys do. They specialize in that. They know the ins and outs. They know, because if you don't do a camera job right, you can get the camera stuck, you won't get the material you want, you can overlook so many things. And, you know, our guys are full-time, do nothing but camera work. Fading, tracing, camera, all that good stuff. So it takes skill. And like I said, you want to make sure you can actually see a quality picture, not just, you know, a homeowner holding a cell phone up to a screen recording what the plumber's saying.
So how far out do you guys schedule? So if a manager wants to call you out and he's like, I know I've got this on this, we got to get this done.
So right now with between COVID, between labor shortage and whatnot, we do have a little bit of a wait. We tend to prioritize jobs too. If you have an emergency situation, let me know. Yeah, we'll make something work. But we're booking typically a month out as far as, you know, camera work. It could be less. Same thing with lining, a month or two out. But like I said.
Well, we're supposed to get another cold spell here this weekend, and I think that why do they always? Do you know what they always say? You run your pipes when it's cold outside. That's so your water doesn't freeze, though, right?
That's more for up north when it gets so cold that the pipes could freeze. We don't have that problem here, luckily. But actually, what people are talking about is, for example, I live in Manatee County, and we have the backflows, which are pretty fragile, and it got cold enough where it could, you know, break that pipe easily.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, this year is the coldest I've seen it, but even just up in the panhandle of Florida, it gets cold enough for the freezing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You never think it would get that cold in Florida, but it does.
I'm going to put your contact information at the end of this video, and any manager can reach out to you. But I know you're tired. I know it's the end of the day, and I really appreciate you taking the time to be here with us and kind of just say hello to everybody. hopefully we'll see you more on the Cam Matrix, and we'll get this class scheduled. So you're the one that's going to give it, the class?
I'll give the class. Yeah, Patricia's the logistics side.
For both of them? Okay. Well, tell Chris I said hello. And y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Go give Spanky a big fat kiss for me.
It's feeding time for Spanky.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks,
Okay.
Matt.
You're
Bye.
welcome.